Hi, my name is Dr. John Parenti. I'm an assistant professor of sport business management at Mercyhurst University. You're getting this email or you're getting this video message because you have an interest in Mercyhurst or you're coming to Mercyhurst. So I wanted to give you a little, I wanted to reach out and say hello and check in on you, make sure you and your family were doing okay. And I brought along some friends with me to help me with that message today. Okay, so let's start with our graduate, our 2019 graduate, Emily Norris.
I was able to work part-time with the Miami Dolphins this past season in the entertainment department and be a part of the Super Bowl 54.
Emily, what's the graduate program that you're in right now?
The graduate program I'm in, I'm receiving a master's in business administration with a concentration in sport revenue.
Heather, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your experiences so far at Mercyhurst.
I'm a sport business and marketing double major, and then I also have a minor in communications, and then you can branch off of communications actually, and so mine's social media. I've had an internship last summer with the Buffalo Bills, and I'm also continuing that internship this summer, as well as internship with Haley Marketing. It's a company in Buffalo.
Mercyhurst has over 25% of the students at Mercyhurst are student athletes. A lot of students are in the same shoes that you're in. A lot of students are trying to figure out how to navigate school, how to navigate practice, how to navigate travel, how to navigate exercise and eating right and sleeping right and doing all the same things that you're doing. And a lot of bigger schools that don't have the high student athlete population, you start to feel like you're on an island by yourself. And at Mercyhurst, you don't. There's, as we say, a culture of student athletes. There's people that get it. There's people that get your experiences and they get your struggles. All right. So let's go to Larry. Larry, tell us a little bit about your experiences at Mercyhurst, and you also have some insight on your next step in your journey. So,
did about 5 internships, 2 with different sports teams, one here in Erie with the Bayhawks. I was doing a sales position with them this year. And then last summer, I did a on-field MC position with the Rochester Red Wings, which is where I'm from. In June, I took a position with the New Orleans Saints and the Pelicans organization. So I'll be doing sales for them, and I'll be selling suites for all their home games.
Larry's been part of our case study team. We've had a case study competition team that's traveled to the Pennsylvania Sport Business Conference to compete. Emily's been a part of that team when she was a student here as well. And my guess is at some point we'll be leaning on Heather to make sure that she's stepping up and being part of that experience as well. Larry was part of the team of students that we had that got accepted to the national competition down in South Carolina this spring.
Yeah, if I could touch upon that, I think that's probably the most invaluable experience I had was when we went to the Pennsylvania State Sport Business Conference in 2018, and just to be in front of people. It was a sales case study, so that kind of sparked my interest in that from my sophomore year, and then we actually won it, and then kind of unlocked a lot of doors for me, whether it be in the industry, just meeting different professionals and seeing people kind of where I wanted to be, being able to pick their brains as to how to get there.
But basically, there's 3 different ways to get an internship at Mercyhurst. The first way is to we have an internship office. That's one way. The second way is we as faculty members will get emails, we'll get requests, we'll get information from organizations who are looking for interns, and we pass along that information to our students. It's through that recently, as this spring, we hooked up one of our students with an internship with the Detroit Tigers. And when I was speaking to the Tigers, they were emphasizing the strong possibility of this turning into a full-time position once the internship was up. So that's another way. The third way that our students find internships is their own contacts, right? Emily's from the Syracuse area, Heather's from the Buffalo area, Larry's from the Rochester area, and each one of them independently has found internships back home. Okay, we used to say, if you could do an internship, it's a great thing. Now we say, well, 1's required, 2 is better, 3 is best. Okay, Larry, how many internships? We were counting earlier. How many internships have you had since you've been here?
Since freshman year, I've been able to accomplish 5.
Okay, and Emily, how many different internships?
During my time at Mercer's 4.
4, and then you're currently in one right now, right?
Correct.
Okay. And Heather, even though you're a sophomore, you're how many?
I'm going on 2 this summer. One's a previous one from last summer, and one's a new internship.
Their experience that Larry had. So Larry, tell us a little bit real quick. Let's give a plug here for Living Sport. Go.
And more or less, they offer kind of like an internship, study abroad experience. It's kind of like a 2-in-1. So I was able to go to Ireland for about 10 days with, I think, about 30 other students from really all over the country. Now, they're all more in the industry than I am. I was one of the younger people on the trip. So I have connections in all over the country, whether it be the XFL, the NFL, the NBA, MLB. But, I thought that was something that I didn't really think that going into was something that would happen, but it has. And I consider these people friends, and now they can help me in the future.
One of the things, I'm going to brag a little bit here, is that getting these 3 students right now to do this, to get to this Zoom session, to film this for us, it took me about 5 minutes, right? It took me about 5 minutes of texting, of just reaching out and saying, hey, can you help me out? And I think that speaks to the type of faculty-student interactions, relationships that you'll experience while at Mercyhurst. So I think that's another really positive thing that we have going for us. So when you hear the question, can I get there from here? Go ahead. What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. Mercyhurst was a great decision that I've made. I made connections not only with my team members, different coaches, but different faculty members. And my education at Mercyhurst helped me tremendously in getting into graduate school down here.
Okay, fantastic. Larry, can you get there from here?
Yeah, of course. I really felt like Erie could be a new home of mine. Just in November, at one point I was interviewing with 8 different teams, all across the board: NHL, NBA, NFL, MLB, and I ended up having 3 hard offers from one from the Cavs, one from the Suns, and then one in New Orleans. So, it's really been a dream come true for me.
Heather, I know you're only a year and a half in, but can you get there from here?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think even listening to them talk definitely helps me and gives me something to look forward to in the future. And also that double major and possibly a minor definitely also separates you from others in the future, just when you're job hunting and stuff like that.
Even right now, with our social distancing and whatnot, I think we're seeing how important sports is in everybody's lives. Hopefully this has helped you with your decision and considering Mercyhurst. Feel free to reach out to me and we can be in touch. All right, guys. Thanks again. Again, I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of everything you've been doing. Emily, I love that picture with you at the Super Bowl. Larry, one of the favorite things in my office is the towel that you brought back from the New Orleans Saints game. So, and Heather, I've got no gifts from Heather. So
They're coming.
they're coming. Okay, good. So, all right, guys, thanks again, and go Lakers. I don't know. Go Lakers.
Go Lakers.
The Lakers.
Go Lakers.
Home is Hurst. What are we supposed to say?
First is home.
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 Hurst is home.